So you qualify for 250 and under. Okay, so I'm going to show you what is available as of today. There's 701 listings, but let's keep in mind that there's some areas that people don't want to drive to, like Picture Rocks. Some people don't want to drive all the way down to Green Valley, Sahuarita. Some people don't want to drive all the way down to Benson. So if we eliminate that by just, I don't know, just creating a circle around Tucson and not going all the way out to, let's just say that we don't want Sahuarita. And let's just say that we don't want Picture Rocks. And we're good enough all the way out to Oro Valley. That is going to eliminate a big portion. So we went from 701 to 399,000. 399. Excuse me. So here's where we have to stop getting picky. If you actually qualify right now and it's not the ideal location, keep in mind that money is cheap right now. You can always, in 1 year, if you have an FHA loan, you can, depending on your down payment assistance and depending on your loan, because there's different banks with different options out there. So some banks will tell you that you can't ever rent your house or that you can't ever sell your house or you're going to have to pay a penalty. But most of them, if you have a regular FHA loan with no down payment assistance, you can rent it out within a year and move out of it. So keep an open mind, guys. This is the reality of what we're living through in Tucson. So let's just say, okay, so your maximum is 250, but you want a minimum of 3 bedroom and 2 bathroom. Watch how we're gonna go uh, down. So we went from 300 something to 209. So, okay, so then if you don't keep an open mind and you say, hey, I do not want a manufactured residence and I do not want a townhouse, I only want a single family residence because I want it. I don't want to share a wall and I don't want to share land. Boom, you got your single family residence. We go from 209 to 170. If you are that specific that you say, hey, I want a house that actually has a pool, we're going to go from 170 to 17 homes available for you to look at right now, here today. And there is no guarantee that they're not currently, as we speak, negotiating a contract. So let's look at what your options. When I'm looking through property, one of the things that I like to look at, because I feel that this holds a lot more value, is the size. I like to do the descending sort, where I like to see the largest properties first. Why is that? Because it's a lot more expensive to change the structure of the property rather than change the finishes or the cosmetic items in a property. So, yeah, the bigger houses do tend to be a lot more expensive. However, they have the space that you actually need. So, I like to go through those first. And you can't always discard them. I think this is a fair price. A lot of people want a new build. It may not be possible, but you're going to have a fair sized home. And keep in mind, this is a galley kitchen. It might not be ideal for your situation, but you can always renovate. And in a specific house that is 1923 square feet, this is a good sized home. And remember, you can always rent this out if this is not the ideal living situation for you, because money is cheap and at the end of the day somebody else might be paying your mortgage. I like these floors actually. That's a pretty big space. I like travertine. They did some painting. They painted the ceilings as well. The mechanical portion of the property, I'm not quite sure if it's ideal to your situation or not, but that's something to look at during inspection period. But overall, it's a pretty nice sized house. It has a pool as well. So don't get picky. I mean, it is what it is. You're going to see a couple other homes with a fantastic pool, and the property might not be exactly what you want. I hear a lot that people need to have a garage because they want to throw all their shit that they don't use in there. You don't need a garage. You might be able to have the space. This one, for example, is 1830 square feet. You might be able to throw all your shit in a bedroom. So keep an open mind. Don't narrow your property search to everything. Remember, paint is easy. Even backsplashes now, they sell the vinyl. This one has a brand new range. It should be staying. You can match it with buying a stainless steel refrigerator. Keep this in your backyard for additional storage, so on and so forth. There's a lot of things that you can do to this property to make it look a little bit better. You can always knock this down, create a frame for it, and make it a little bit more open concept. There's a lot of potential with this house. And I know that you think that realtors think this, but you got to keep in mind that I was in construction and that there is potential to everything. It's all a matter. I don't understand this bathroom, to be honest with you. I would definitely build a closet in there. I don't know where the toilet is at. I don't know if it was two bathrooms. This is why I like to do the live videos, because as I'm looking through pictures, it's like, what the heck? So I'm just very confused right now as I'm trying to explain this video and what you should be looking for. But anyways, moving forward, ignore my reaction to that bathroom. I gotta get a look at this house. I want to see if it's actually vacant. I'm gonna go see this house. But anyways, based on the size, I think it's a great area. I think that it has a potential for a closet where that big bathroom is. You just never know. You got to be very creative with some spaces. I mean, shit, you can put an office in that bathroom if it came down to it. Always private. Your kids are not going to follow you to the bathroom. Never mind. I know they do. My dog puts his little fingers through the bathroom door. But anyways, I went off subject like I usually do. Excuse my thick accent when I said subject. This is a pretty nice house. You just have to be a little bit more open to the possibilities. And obviously we would always comp this out. When you say I do not want carpet, that is something that you could replace. But what is not easily done is the square footage. It's a pretty nice sized home, 215 square feet. It's a new listing. I truly believe that it might fly off because it's not bad at all. I would definitely remove these upper cabinets. I know it would eliminate a little bit of the storage area, but it would open this property up a lot. I would probably get rid of all of these wall ornaments or whatever it is. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think that it is wallpaper. Um, you could always do some buffet areas right here or some furniture that adds a little bit of storage. You could always add storage right here if you need for plates and dishes or for pantry area. It looks like a really long dining room. The the laundry room looks pretty big as well. So keep an open mind. Another new listing, smaller sized home, and it has solar panels. It probably has a lease that has to transfer, and the pool is non-functional. That's kind of a downer when it comes to the type of financing. That's one of the things that you do have to learn. When I'm asking you what type of loan do you have, and when I keep asking you who's your lender, I want to talk to your lender, I want your prequal. I'm not just trying to be an ass. I'm trying to eliminate these homes. For example, this one, that the terms are cash or conventional. You would not qualify for this property if you have an FHA or a VA loan. And the main reason being is this pool needs to be full, or it needs to be filled with dirt before you are able to qualify for this property. It's not cheap to fill it in with dirt. Um, and obviously, I mean, anybody can fill it in, but if it's going to leak or do anything, I mean, it wouldn't be of benefit to you. That's one of the main reasons why I always ask is, who's your lender? Who have you talked to? What type of loan do you have? I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to disqualify you by asking these questions. I'm trying to lead you the right direction. Because if you don't have a lender and you're looking for a house with a pool and you see this one and you're like, I'm willing to fix it, yeah, I know concrete and this and that, or I'm a pool guy or whatever it may be. But you don't qualify because you're not telling me what type of loan, we're going to get into a little bit of trouble. I'd rather eliminate you receiving this new listing if you cannot qualify for it. The only people that can qualify for it are conventional buyers. What does that mean? That means that you will probably have to bring in either a 3, 5, 10, or 20% down. And most people nowadays don't actually want to do that. A lot of people are not prepared for that sort of expense. So moving forward, back on the market, what do you think may have happened to this property? Let's ramble a little bit of what may have happened. This structural integrity might not be ideal. I don't know if it required or pulled permits. You can see that the kitchen was a little bit upgraded. It has tile floors throughout, granite countertops, so it looks really nice. More than likely what happened in this property is they try to get some sort of repair or some sort of agreement or a maintenance issue or whatever it may have been that came out on inspection, and the seller refused to, so the buyer backed out. I've had buyers back out on my listings and then come back 2 or 3 days later saying, oh my God, I regret backing out. Will you take us back? And I'd be like, nope. We have another offer. It's like you backed out without thinking about this one. Another property that I think has a lot of potential. Yes, it's on the older, but it might have a pretty good sized lot. This is all the way on the east side, and when you look at the lot size, you can see that you can build forward. And don't take my word for it. We always have to ask, and when you're doing your due diligence, you have to make sure that you get the setbacks of the property. I'm just looking at it because of the roof line of this property. Usually I assume, but don't allow me to make assumptions. I'm just saying that if you could always build forward, depending on the setbacks of the property. When you look at the satellite, you can see, oh, so this is the backyard. So yeah, you could probably build backward a little bit. Remember, there's always setbacks that are specific to a garage. There's setbacks that are specific to the front of the property, and there's setbacks on the back as well. So, long story short, if you have made it through the end of this video, thank you so much. Please like, please share. I hope that you find these videos informative. I like to share this information because I like to ramble about real estate.